guys, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to Geeky Sunday. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with my writing adventures, with magic, with geeky stuff, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yeah, time to get our geekiness on, because we are going to Geeky Sunday. So Geeky Sunday is an event that is actually organized by someone we know. She is part of the organization. That someone is Nele from Lucky Duckling, who is our meet partner. With her business, we have the project Meet and Read, which links a bottle of meat to our books. So yeah, very fun, of course. And she and some other friends that live near her were playing with the idea to kind of like organize a new fantasy event, an indoor fantasy event. Well, indoor / outdoor, because there was a part outdoor. And she asked us if we wanted to take part with the authors of the Writers Collective, if we wanted to take part in the market space. And of course we said yes. It was on Sunday the 10th of September, and it was from 10:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. And I can tell you now, it was hot. It was hot outside, and it was even hotter inside, because the building where it took place, it was a nice building, but it was kind of like you had the hallway, the entranceway, and then you had like the cafeteria, which was basically the biggest room, and then you had like all sorts of smaller rooms, and then in the back you had like a cinema theater like room. In that cinema theater like room you could go play for example Mario Kart on the big screen, which was fun. But it was just too hot. I mean, I think inside it was even 35 degrees Celsius or even hotter. So we were literally melting away. They had put us in one of the smaller rooms. So it was also kind of isolated from the from the commotion of the event. I'll say that. Plus they had put us, so we weren't the only authors, because there were 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken, other authors present. So they had put us all in the same room, causing that if people entered and they saw, oh no, books, and they weren't readers, they would just not even walk inside the room, they would just walk away. So yeah. Our room was filled with, me with my books, my mom was also there with the potions that we make with magical treasures. Emmeline of Sparks of Darkness has brought her candles along. And then, of course, Mathias Maho, who is Emmeline's fiance. He was there with his books. Pen Stewart was there with her books. Petra Doom was there with her books. Jalmer from Helden op Papier / Heroes on Paper was there with his D&D adventures, because there was also a D&D like vibe around the event, because one of the organizers is also a dungeon master. And then also Dimitri Balkan was there, of course. And then you had a few other authors. It was hosted in what's called the Cultuurfabriek in Damme. I think the name would then be Culture Factory, which is again an event location. But as I said, it's a lot of separate rooms. The fun thing was that one of the other authors, called Jarl Versavel, the stories he wrote, the books he wrote, were actually inspired by his own D&D campaign. So he was also a DM, and since it was so hot and there weren't that many visitors, he asked if anyone wanted to play a live D&D one-shot, which we agreed. We also, Emmeline from Sparks of Darkness, also wanted to play D&D because she never had played it and she was very curious to play it for once. So we gave her some dice and we pulled her along, and she was actually sitting next to me because I'm no expert, even though I'm playing it technically since 2020, something like that, because we started in the pandemic. So I already played a few years, but I'm still no expert. But I know the basics, so I helped Emmeline, and Petra and Jelmer also played along, Dimitri played. So we were with a good group to, you know, help her and decide, and help her decide what moves she had to do and stuff like that. Though that didn't always, you know, the dice weren't always in her favor, but it was a fun one-shot. And yeah, there was also, like, in one of the other rooms, there was a workshop wand making. Also, of course, Lucky Duckling with the meat, and especially the book meat was there because, of course, she was one of the she helped organize the event. Her twin sister Lynn was also there because she has like a business, a small business that does face painting. So she was doing face painting with the children, sometimes also the small, the bigger children. So everyone was welcome to get some face paint. As I said, in the big room, the cinema-like room, there were arcade games where you could play Mario Kart on the big screen. Also, SOS Reptile, or the Reptile Center, was there with... They had some lizards with them, they had a tarantula with them, I think they even had like a small snake with them, just to raise awareness. And also they had some things that they sold to get some funding for their good work. There was, of course, a LARP group of fighters that, because as... Okay, this is going to be complicated to explain, but as I said, you had like the entrance and then like a hallway, and then the cafeteria, and then you had like the side, another hallway. But in the middle of the location, you had like an outdoor grass patch. So it was like a small garden in the middle of everything. So, and the fun thing was that because the hallways, the side to the garden, were big windows, so you always could see what was happening there. And there was a small steampunk encampment that you could do there. You could do the tea challenge there, which was basically you had to go drink a cup of tea with the steampunkers, and they had like these cookies that you had to put in your tea, and then you had to put the cookie on top of your teacup, and the first one whose cookie fell into the cup lost. So yeah. And then there was also a group of LARP fighters, Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, or just knights. Both are they had they did the scenery with the Demon King again, if I'm not mistaken, because it was like they had. Yeah, it was something with the Demon King that they had to fight, and it was always the orcs against the knights and stuff like that. And there was also someone who cosplayed like a real size Bumblebee, which was a very, very, very impressive cosplay. Plus it was also a hit, of course, with the kids. So as I said, sadly there wasn't a lot of people that visited us, causing that we barely sold any books. So yeah, that was a bit of a shame. Also because for us it was again like almost a 2-hour drive to get there. Then to not sell any books is yeah, kind of sour, but still, of course, it was an event where we met our friends again from the Writers Collective. The fun part was also because we were meeting with the whole group again face to face. I could show them my book display for the first time because, as I said in my previous vlog, I had contacted a local company that made business displays, stuff like that, but on order. So I approached them with my question, can you make me a compact display for my books? They came up with an idea, they made it for me. And though I had already sent like videos and pictures in the group chat, at Geeky Sunday, the whole group could see the display. Mathias already had a taste of the display at Art and Roots in the Woods, because that was an event where he joined me. But yeah, Geeky Sunday was where the entire group was there, so everyone could see the display for the first time in real life. And that's also where they decided if they were going to order one for themselves, which they eventually all did, except for Jelmer. And what was also then fun, because we were together with the whole group, I asked them to sign our last box of our story bundle called Het Kruispunt der Verloren Zielen, or The Cross Point of Lost Souls, because we had had printed 100 of them, and because each of us had provided a story, we always sign them all. Every writer signs every copy. So I had brought the last box of our 100 pieces to get signed, so that they can also, you know, go into go on in the booths and everything to get sold, hopefully. And yeah, at the end of the evening, when we were packing up, well, no, she gave it actually the moment when we were setting up. I got a little gift from Emmeline, because I also had invited her to Art and Roots, but also to now to Geeky Sunday. And I had also helped brainstorm with the name for her business, being Sparks of Darkness. She gave me a candle. She gifted me a candle. And it's this one. It's now standing on a wooden slate, because I actually, this wasn't part of it, but I have like this little, it's actually in plastic, but I put it like this in my my bookshelves, so that my cats won't so that nothing can happen to it. But yeah, she gave me this candle of a cat sitting on a skull. It's in black because I have a black cat. So she gave that to me as a little gift to thank me for all the support. And yeah, it's now a new member of my bookshelves. Really cute. And that was it for Geeky Sunday. As I said, sadly, not the best edition. We'll see if there will be another edition in 2024. Who knows? But yeah, that was it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up or a comment or both. I love your feedback, and it helps my channel grow. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!